On the Brisbane Cobras, it's going to be the Sharks to get us underway. Both of these two sides had a win in round one. A big win for the Sharks. They beat South Australia 17-5. And for the Cobras, they beat the Suns 7-5. So pretty strong score lines from both of these sides to kick us off. And it will be the Sharks who get us started. And it's a very good morning still to Lee Drennan. And Lee, how do you see this one playing out?
Absolutely, it is. Thank you very much for having me, Ben. It's fantastic to be here, I must say, on what is a scenic morning and no rain yet, as forecasted and as we were always scared about at this time of year. That is for sure. It tends to rain year in, year out, in fact. So we've done well to avoid it thus far, where it sort of looked like the Rebels were going to run away with that, and then they still did end up winning by one in the end, but they just went full. Just the Swans just got some momentum and just put three on them back to back to back. So Cobras will get a nice crack at the line here.
That's a great way to start the day with that one. Here's Taubman, cut out ball.
I think he's caught it full.
Oh, gee whiz. We're in pretty good line here.
I didn't mind it.
Neither did I.
It was a very nice play. That's what it is from the number 7, which is Aiden Taubman.
It probably was just forward, but...
Oh, jeez, we've seen a massive collision again here.
And it was Taubman again involved, so maybe a bit of feeling in this one early on between the two Queensland sides.
Potentially a little bit angry about that pass being called forward too.
Now, a question for you, Lee. Referees' jerseys for this one.
The strike dump is not as effective, but it obviously has cost them another set, and they're in good shape here. Good touch.
Yeah, touch made there on Bretta Kennedy, and the ball goes to ground.
That's a good hold for Cobras there. After giving away a penalty and a repeat set at the line, they'll be pretty happy to keep him out there and now try to work the ball out of their own half.
Yeah, so good start to this one. Almost 4 minutes gone. The Cobras up against the Sharks, and it's the Cobras in possession at the moment. And it's in the arms of Talagalaga Matau. And he's turning it on the inside. Great link up. Cut out ball.
And that just needs to hit.
Oh, it just doesn't get the Kelly
jump. The legs, did it?
Maybe just sitting up there. There's no breeze to speak of at all.
We've actually got a great replay here. You can see just a little bump around the back. It's needed 3 extra metres that pass, and that's again would have opened the scoreline for us, but it remains at 0-0.
Yeah, Talagalaga Matau with that cut-out ball. It's brilliant stuff.
That's fantastic pronunciation by you as well. That was going to really test me. I'm pleased that you got us off the mark.
No problem at all. It's slipping through. Here come the Sharks. Ball wide. It's on the turf, and it's Phoebe Thomas who got it down. The referees say it is a try.
It's almost out of nothing there, wasn't it? It's a dummy to get through from acting half here. The number 30. 39? 30?
Yeah, it was Ryan Fakara.
It's a lovely ball. There were some nervous moments on the wing too. But well taken. And they go to a 1-0 lead. The Sharks. Obviously, that could be... No, he's going to say touch. The referee's in great position, I must say. Even far better position than us, and we're in a pretty good spot here. But it was a very decisive call straight away that the touch was made.
That is a terrific touch from Matt Boker, because he was going to his left and he just had to move swiftly to the right. It's the ball thrust out to the left. Seymour on the inside. Here is the try, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, the Cobras are back level.
It's fantastic ball movement again from the Cobras. Though. Actually, it's very similar to their setup sort of from that previous one that we looked at. You can see this is a play that they love to run in all mixed games, really, in terms of trying to get that male link opposed to the female defending link. And you could see it was really well defended by the Sharks link, in fact, but stepping back on the inside and everyone hitting really good holes to even up the scores at 1-1.
And that's one for our...
He's touch somewhere in there.
He's saying it wasn't made, but the touch was called, so that's what the referee's got to go off. Yep. And ball in the hands of Wakatia. Slowing things up, drawing the Cobras out, and now Josh Smart out wide there. Have got the numbers, and they've got the try through Kirsty Gibbs.
It's a clinical play from Sharks. You see that they ran so many quickies on the other side to make Cobras just be so scared about that. You can see just how condensed the Cobras line is. And then, as you talked about, Josh Smart with some serious intelligence, touch football smarts there, just to go back the other way against the grain. There was serious acreage on offer.
So pretty happy with that. The Sharks as the Cobras now. Seymour.
It's a great touch, very well read. The link for Sharks there, number 5. Who we got there?
Quickie's just working for them at the moment.
Oh,
there's the dive from Taubman. Touch was made though.
Once again, there's a bit of debate over whether the touch was made there. There's great positioning, that's what it was from.
Chewing up a few touches, and here's that. That is a
that
great
could be
try.
Down that time.
That's outstanding work from Hayden Seymour. He got aerial, and he was just able to get over the arm of the defender and get the ball down to ensure he wasn't touched. How good was that? Acrobatic stuff from the Cobras.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's a great line. You can see just the finishing skills there. The time between catching the ball and getting it on the deck is minuscule there, and it's the difference. You can see the touch again being claimed. It's a great decision from the referee. Ball was clearly dancing people off the field before they've probably had that one last drive with some momentum.
Especially as you're getting late in a half as well.
Absolutely. It's a testing time. Back to 20-minute halves too.
Yeah, final minutes of this first half. So important for the Cobras, this defensive set. Almost on the outside.
Great footwork. Keisha Grant, that is.
Josh Smart is going to play it to
Makatea.
And stepping back, Keisha Grant, you said it moments ago, Lee, and she's scored right on the stroke of half-time. How significant will that try be in the wash-up?
It's fantastic. She'd just done it a couple of seconds before. She'd gone off her right foot, put the defensive line under all sorts of pressure. Again, you can see just the success through dummying that quickie, ripping back to the link, got her one-on-one with her opposition link and just put her on ice, really.
Well, they've probably got 2 touches.
On too, so you can sort of, and again, Cobras with a turnover coming out of their own half. This has just been a slightly different Cobras outfit that we're seeing in the second half here. They've been rattled by something.
Wakatea is going to play the ball, and now Smart just lobbing it up and into the arms of Watini. So Watini finding Wakatea. Smart making the overlapping run. He's over again. Gee, loves the old penguin dive, doesn't he?
Sweeper. He's got, he must have big hands. He's just controlling that ball very, very easily. Gets it out in front of him and gets a lot of reach to put the ball down. You can see just ran the sweeper play, steps back on the inside. The 2 middles just not tight enough. But again, it sort of goes back to that turnover where it just gave them great field position. I think it's only the second or third touch, so they would have still had a couple of cracks there. It's very, very simple, just sweeper, step back, and as you talked about, his finishing. I think that the Cobras need to be the next to score here. Because it's just, as we spoke about in the first half, that momentum, they're really sort of up against the wall here now. Sharks looking pretty impressive.
Yeah, momentum
and there's
massive, as you spoke about in that first half, Lee, and the Cobras need it going their way, and at the moment, it's all the way of the Sharks. And here is the run and the step, and he's all the way through is Bretta Kelly. And it's all clear. Another try, 6-2.
Well, Bretta Kelly there just looked at his opposing player and just said, I'm going to gas you short side. You can see the little goose step out of half here. He's got his defender moving laterally across the line, able to use some evasion there, and then doesn't panic here, gets to the in-goal. Great work done to hold on to that ball for long enough until a defender came to him.
So Ryan Fakara, the try scorer there.
Yeah. Because it's just, as we spoke about in the first half, that momentum, they're really sort of up against the wall here now. Sharks looking pretty impressive.
Yeah, momentum
and there's
massive, as you spoke about in that first half, Lee, and the Cobras need it going their way, and at the moment, it's all the way of the Sharks. And here is the run and the step, and he's all the way through is Bretta Kelly. And it's all clear. Another try, 6-2.
Bretta Kelly there just looked at his opposing player and just said, I'm going to gas you short side. You can see the little goose step out of half here. He's got his defender moving laterally across the line, able to use some evasion there, and then doesn't panic here, gets to the in-goal. Great work done to hold on to that ball for long enough until a defender came to him.
So Ryan Fakara, the try scorer there. alongside
busted out too. Sharks really starting to look like a side that is asserting their dominance now in this competition.
What do you put that down to? Is it a fitness thing for the Cobras? They're right in it until the 20-minute mark. There's a dive put in by Taubman. He's pointing at one of the Sharks. He is filthy. No, they've awarded the try.
No, it has been awarded. Well, the referee came to one of the Sharks defenders. He's obviously deemed that he was happy that someone hadn't made the touch. He asked the number 1 for Sharks here if he got him. And I think he said no. I think that must have been what occurred. So as you can see in the replay here, he goes to him and he's definitely walking away. So no, I didn't get him. And so that was enough for the referee to say, I'm convinced it was on the ground first.
So Taubman with the try. And we pumped with that. Well, you said they need to be next to score at 5-2. They have for Cara. Straight at Denning. Picked up and Watini. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. And Phoebe Thomas grabs her second of the match.
She's been very good, Phoebe Thomas. Serious finishing skills. I mean, in fairness, she didn't have to do a huge amount there. That was the quality of this pass from Watini. You can see just in the middle platform, takes them to the short side, comes back open, bomb to the wing, and plenty of space for Phoebe Thomas to collect another try.
So I think people may give wingers a little bit of stick, but I tell you what, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. You've got to be in position.
But the thing that do the rest. What she did so well there too is that she's the key aspect of being a winger. I mean, it's actually a really hard job, but the key aspect of being able to actually time your run so that you're getting that pass on the move rather than stopping and then having to finish. And it gave this really hard job. But the key aspect of being able to actually time your run so that you're getting that pass on the move rather than stopping and then having to finish. And it gave the Cobras defender no chance.
And diving low,
that's a really good finish.
Denning has got there. I should say, Taubman it is. And, well,
what's happened here?
He's claiming that he scored, but the Sharks saying there was a touch. Cut out pass from Taubman. They're over now. They are over now. How about the touch footy we're seeing at the moment? Another cut-out ball.
Oh, that was called forward, I think, that one, is it?
Oh, it has been. It has been called. It's a late one. We'll have a look at this.
I liked that pass too. It's flat.
It just looks like it floats at the back end. But see, it's always about the hands, isn't it? You like to see where are the hands facing.
Yeah. I mean, he threw it. He threw it from probably 4 metres out.
Put down by Boca.
Ran that same play too, looking to get the link one-on-one. Isolated. Couldn't hang on to the ball.
Just out of interest, Lee, how slowly can you move up? Can you go 1 foot right in front of the other?
Well, it's something that you're always trying to work out every game, I think. It's almost seems to be, and it is a little bit up to interpretation.
Here's Seymour. He's into the in-goal area, and the pass is between two Cobras. Sliding in was Mick Matthews.
They're the one that hurt too. You'd love to, obviously, every time you get into the in-goal, that's an opportunity, and it probably goes begging here. It's pretty good defence again. I think that's Phoebe Thomas. Once more, we said her name a few times today and always in a very positive light. Just managing to stick close enough to her opposing winger to make sure that there was a lot of pressure on that pass.
Ball on the
to that, a serious overlap.
Looking for the dummy.
Keisha Grant probably well within her rights to blow up there about not receiving the ball. I think she would have walked over unopposed.
So Watini looking for the touch. Munna's there, and he is going to score the try in the end, Tristan Munna.
They were at 6s and 7s there, really, with Watini with the ball, and he got it right on the 7-metre line. As on it as he could possibly get. You can see where he gets this roll ball straight on the 7 metres. Gives Cobras defenders just too much to do there. And then the work from Tristan Munna to get back into that middle hole. Very impressive, as you would expect from him.
So the Sharks sliding clear now. 8-3.
That'd be hard to run down now, I think, Ben. Don't want to go too early there. Write him off. Very impressive, as you would expect from him.
So the Sharks sliding clear now. 8-3.
That'd be hard to run down now, I think, Ben. Don't want to go too early there. Write him off.
I think that's fair. 5 minutes remaining. I think that's fair. David Denning's going to play the ball. Turned on the inside to Daniel Brown. Taking the
Sweep
drive and
coming, that's
dump.
nice.
Denning. Oh, beautiful. The two Dennings linking up.
A little run, take off from half, dish back on the inside.
Bit of telepathy involved there.
It's a great play. Very hard to defend here.
Here we go.
So
Look.
takes off short side. And again, it's like that against the grain play that's so hard to defend. As soon as you see the sweeper come as a defender, your tendency is to just chase whatever direction they're going. You can see that quick style points there. You were talking about the diving a second ago.
Yep, quality work from Bretta Kelly. So he gets the 9th for the Sharks. Will that come back to hurt the Cobras or benefit the Sharks later on? We'll have to wait and see. But a really strong showing from the South Queensland Sharks. Too good for the Brisbane Cobras, 9-4. And Lee, thanks for your company for this one. And yeah, really interesting contest, but the Sharks just pulling away in that second half.
Yeah, second half, they just blew them away there. So no worries, Ben. It's been a pleasure. I'll be back with you at some stage later in the day.
Well, that wraps it up from this one, and we're going to have some mixed open coming up very shortly with Adam and Mark.
The world sporting landscape has changed forever. This is the new normal. New logo,